Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for clicking on the thumbnail on which you clicked today. I don't know if it was the title, I don't know if it was our guest's beautiful dome, or a combination of both, but here we are. You're watching your show from the Valleyfolk with special guest, WheezyWaiter! On 3, Craig, say something profound. 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Yay!
Hey, really quick, can I just, I know this is a little bit unorthodox, but before we get started, I just wanted to lead a quick meditation, if that's okay for everybody.
Okay, yeah. Oh, man,
I feel a little,
Craig?
yeah. I need a de-stress. Yeah?
Okay, great. Okay, so everybody just, if you could, just everybody close your eyes for a second. Okay. That includes you at home, too. Close your goddamn eyes. And we're going to get really relaxed here. We're going to chill. We're going to do some really simple meditation skills. Stuff that I've learned over the past few months. It's really... Elliot, your eyes are open. Could you close them, please? Thank you. Craig, I saw your eyes open. And,
I took a drink of water. Is that okay?
Yeah, as long as you keep your eyes closed, you can handle that. Yeah. All right, so everybody, just really quickly, let's take a deep breath in through the nose, and then slowly out through the mouth.
It didn't sound slow.
Don't breathe in yet. Don't breathe in again yet. Hold that out breath. Hold the out breath.
I'm unfamiliar with this style.
And now everybody, and now we're gonna take a deep breath. Not too quickly. Not too quickly. Slowly. Slow is the name of the game here. Nice and deep. Hold that breath in. Hold it in. Hold the breath in. Don't let the breath out yet. Everybody, please hold your breath in. It's important that you hold your breath in.
Is the goal here to reduce our oxygen count?
I don't think you're holding your breath in if you're talking.
Okay.
And release the breath through I didn't say where to release it, so if you're still holding it, then you've... Open your mind really quick, everybody. Really quickly open your mind. Just really, everybody open your mind. Now take a deep breath and close your mind.
Open your mouth and close your breath.
And now you're relaxed. Welcome to your show.
Oh my god, incredible. Wow. Thank you.
I just realized that closing your mind is way harder than opening your mind. Way harder.
Damn near impossible.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump into a first prompt here. This comes from George Kidwell, and he says, how did you guys meet? Valleyfolk and WheezyWaiter, I mean. I've always been curious about collabs like this. Are they kind of just out of the blue?
Well, Wheezy used to work for a company called SourceFed. He was hired by Philip DeFranco in 2012 as part of the Google initiative. That kind of blew up, and then he went off and he did his...
Wait.
What was it? Did you come into the SourceFed office, Craig? Is that what it was?
I've never been to I never went to the SourceFed office. I did an interview with Steve Zaragoza.
That's what it was. Like the first when we were doing the interview show thing at the very beginning.
I remember that.
Because
by the way, I always refer to him by his full name, Steve Zaragoza.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah,
he'll freak out if you don't.
I've had bones broken.
Yeah.
Was that at VidCon or was it at?
It was in a hotel room at VidCon. Yeah.
Yeah.
They put,
so
I'm not even sure if it was actually an interview. I didn't see a camera or anything in there. I just saw you were just talking to me.
But yeah, it's so stupid because back in the old SourceFed days, we did go to VidCon, and for some reason it was like, you're not really invited to VidCon. You get to go to VidCon and interview everybody. And it was like, remember that? Remember how crazy that was?
I didn't.
It was like,
I didn't remember it, Steve, until Craig brought that up. And I remember, we were in like a hotel room, and they would like carousel people through, and we would be interviewing them all day. And we were like, "This is, I guess, what you do when you're invited to VidCon is you work 14 hours a day." We didn't know. We were young.
I didn't
babes.
realize that was what you guys were doing. If I would have known that you weren't actually invited to VidCon, I wouldn't have talked to you. So
I think we made that. I think that's the twist. I think we were invited.
yeah, but like we weren't.
I think they just made our invitation like, not really fun. Not VidCon. The people in charge of us, like our herder.
Because I think you're thinking of a different time, because back in the beginning we did all these backstage interviews, and that was the time when we weren't invited but we got to go so we could interview people. And then by the time we got to interviewing Craig and people like WheezyWaiter and shit, that was when we were invited, but we were like basically forced to interview people.
Real quick, WheezyWaiter and Shit was my favorite sketch channel back in the day. Whatever happened to Mr. Shit?
He had a colon cleanse, and
now he's gone. That's nice. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Craig, you're one of those people that like you're in the class, I think, of YouTubers that like I don't know when exactly we met, but you're one of those people that when we see each other or would see each other, there was an immediate sort of like recognition and fondness that I think has like sustained itself for going on a decade now, which I think is pretty cool.
When SourceFed first came out, I remember thinking like, well, first of all, I could do better. But secondly, I remember if I were living in LA, I would have wanted to be on this show. I would have wanted to be friends with you guys.
I remember being really bummed out that you were not an LA person and thinking like, because every time I saw you at VidCon or something, I was like, oh, this is the time we're gonna become best friends. And we would, and then I was like, oh, but you can't be best friends with someone that lives in Chicago or wherever it was you were living at the time.
No, you can't. No one is friends in Chicago.
Yeah, no one is friends with anyone in Chicago. But I remember thinking like, that sucks that you're not an LA boy. Otherwise, we would probably be hanging out all the time.
So a lot of people from our channel, I know they know, and they're excited about you being on the show. But real quick, even though I know you've said this ad nauseum over the last 8 years, you just had a big milestone. You got your 1 million subs. Congrats.
Thank you. You want to see the plaque? Can I show off the plaque?
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
I saw it hiding back there. Get that bad
I can't
boy
hear
over
whatever
here.
you're saying right now.
I was just gonna show off. He's just gonna brag about his success, and then we're gonna feel terrible. But yeah, it's awesome. Man. Congrats on everything.
Yeah!
Look at that.
I mean, cool, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel cool? How did it feel?
How did it feel?
I like getting the plaque a lot, but the actual number, like, I don't feel any different. It was like I had an amount and then I had a little more.
Yeah.
You also, though, you've successfully pivoted and made like a lifestyle brand for yourself with this like string of videos that you're doing where you're experimenting with different things. And like, do you feel rejuvenated creatively? And did you get to a point where you felt, now that you were on 2020, did you feel like you'd burnt out and you pivoted in a way to kind of save yourself and like make you enjoy doing this again? Or did you just happen upon like, we're going to do this now and see what happens? All right, bye.
No, I did. I totally pivoted intentionally because I was bored with what I was doing. I went through a couple years where I was like, because the entire point of my channel was pointlessness. It was like just absurd comedy. And I was like, if after a while, after, you get into the second half of your 30s, it's like, well, I feel like I want to do something a little more than this, So I tried something, and it worked way better than I expected.
That's awesome.
Congrats, man. That's great.
What's been your favorite, what's been your like most life-changing like lifestyle video that you've done in terms of, you've tried like different dieting things and exercising, sleeping things, like what's been the thing that, has anything stuck?
Yeah, almost all of them have stuck a little bit, but intermittent fasting was pretty big because like I just don't get as hungry now since doing that. Like,
question. Tell me about that. Like, I'm getting like inundated with app ads regarding it, And I'm like, what? I should know more about that. That seems interesting. What was that like?
You can do different ones. I did you eating in an 8-hour window every day. So I would wait until like 11 a.m. to eat, and then stop at 7 p.m. And after a while, I just stopped. What's that?
I said that's preposterous.
Yeah. Well, and then after a while, like I just wouldn't be hungry until 11, and then after a month of doing it, I lost some weight and I felt good. I don't still stick to that religiously, but I just kind of naturally don't eat as much now because of it.
Craig, I eat Lucky Charms every night at 9:30. Can you do a video about that?
What's the worst thing that you did as far as trying things out, where you're like, never again, or that was detrimental to everything about me?
I tried going to bed at 7 p.m. every night for a week, and
Gross.
I
Craig,
quit.
can I make
I quit. It's the only one I quit, actually.
Can I give you a suggestion of one to do?
What's that?
Hear me out. This is I think a really good one.
Okay.
Don't tell China.
Okay.
But the video is called "I Disappeared for 30 Days," and pack a small bag and you disappear for 30 days, and you come back and you're like, "Here's how things have changed." And then there's a new man in the house.
I didn't tell my family. I didn't tell my friends. I didn't tell.
I think the video would be just I'll set up cameras in the house, and it'll be like Big Brother for my family while I'm gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just the idea guy. You
cool.
figure it out. But
there'll probably be a lot of crying and a lot of calling the police and
a lot of police. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
maybe
pretty
that's
much
why the
how
police are
we
at Jake
met
Paul's
each
house
other.
right now.
What's that, Steve?
What, Steve?
I said, so that's pretty much how we met each other.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Well, you guys, thank you for joining us on this journey of comedic and conversational bliss. If you want to be a bigger part of this, go to patreon.com/thevalleyfolk. You get exclusives, you get early content, you get discounts, and you get to be part of this show. But more importantly, Craig, Mr. WheezyWaiter, sir, where can they find you? Where would you like them to migrate to support you in future endeavors?
I have a YouTube channel called WheezyWaiter. YouTube.com/WheezyWaiter. Twitter.com/WheezyWaiter. Instagram.com/WheezyWaiter. Twitch.tv/RealWheezyGamer. I don't ever go there, but that's the thing I have. Yeah.
That's the one that we're going to blow up for you,
It's there just in
Craig.
case.